First, you need to mix some scrap clay with black on a half and half ratio, and then get your clay on a medium setting. You don't want it too thick. As you can see, I used an oval petal cutter actually, and then I'm going to use the end of a paintbrush to gently bevel the edges. I suggest that you use here a firmer clay. I have here all kinds of scraps of Female Professional. It will be much easier to work. I mean, you can do it with Primo, definitely, but it would be a good idea not to have it too soft conditioned. Once I do that, I'm going to take my edge and pearl and place it right in the middle of that oval, and then gently fold it. Don't fold it all the way, just gently fold it so you can start working on the edges. You need to do a little bit of ruffling, not a lot, because we are going to try to imitate folded copper. And I got the idea both from watching a photo that Valerie Evans, Unruly Housewife, posted on her Facebook channel. If you're not familiar with her, I suggest that you go look at her channel. She's absolutely fabulous. And recently she started working with copper. And then as I was looking at the trends for spring and summer 2019 in jewelry, I noticed that there's a lot of metal, a lot of copper, and a lot of seashells. And I'm not talking about the fashion jewelry, because none of us wears that kind of jewelry going to the store, but you know, to more normal people jewelry. So as you can see, I am using my edge and pearl afterwards to do very little scratches on the back, and then I will be using the ball stylus to do a little indents, but very little. Don't press too hard. You don't want to deform that shape. Just do little indents to imitate a little bit, you know, the indents left by tools whenever you work with copper sheet. And I'm doing the same thing for the second one. And if you're wondering why I am slightly making it into a curve, it will have the tendency to get straighter, so I don't want it to curve forward. That's why I am gently doing it this way. After which I will start doing the faux patina, faux copper. So first of all, I am using some perfect pearls. You can use Pearlex, but I decided on perfect pearls because it doesn't really require sealing, much sealing after that. And I will be posting the links to the colors below. And simply just you know, put all over your leaves the mica powder. And first you notice that I am placing a much redder copperish. It's not really a copper, but it's merriment. And then I will use the same as I showed you in a couple tutorials, and I will be posting the links in the video description below as well as in the cards, on how to obtain beautiful metal patina using just mica powders and acrylic paints. And in this I use the dark patina and the peacock pearl. And I will also post a link to one of my blog posts that lists what colors of acrylic paints you should look for to have all the time in your little stash if you want to do a lot of faux metal and metal patina. And these acrylic paints are just around between $1 and $2 even if you buy them at Hobby Lobby. At Walmart they are much cheaper. But Anyway, remember that if you do a wash of the acrylic, the mica powder will act a little bit as a repellent, so the acrylic will settle in the recesses, and this way it will create a very nice oxidization patina. And you see, I've put first the dark patina color, and then I'm going to use the peacock pearl. Once that is done, I will reinforce one more time the vein in the middle, and then I will take again the bowl stylus to make sure the ruffles are still there, and do a little bit more of those notches, because the polymer clay has a tendency, if it's the firmer one, to kind of spring back to shape, but for the next step I need those recesses. And then I take a real pure copper mica powder, also perfect pearls, and this time I brush it only on the raised areas to give the impression of a real copper with a little bit of heat patina and a little bit of oxidization. And don't forget to do that very, very well on the exact edge of the leaf that you're making, because that is what will give it even more the look of metal. To bake, I made a little paper. I fan folded a little paper so that they will keep the shape properly, and I will be putting the next piece of the earrings also in that other fan fold. Then I take a very thin silver chain, and I measure to be so it would be 3/4 of the length of the leaf plus another quarter, so practically twice the length of that leaf. And to make sure that everything is equal, you see I'm using a small cutter to get 2 blobs, and I will put them together 2 by 2, and then I make a little tapered snails like things to actually make sea snails, because as I said, the trend is with a lot of seashells, so that's what I'm going to put together. Does it match a leaf and a seashell? I don't know, it looks good, so why not? Then start wrapping it at the end of the chain. You see I'm having a little bit of difficulty here because I have problems pinching, but you can do it really good. Just wrap it around in a spiral, and as you wrap it, it will not really look like a sea snail, but once you're done wrapping, simply rub it between your twist it between your fingers to give it a more tapered conical shape. And do the same for both pieces of chain. So the chain has to be twice the length of the leaf. And I will put white pearl mica powder on the little snails. Simply white. It's going to give them a very nice look. Now, normally you shouldn't have to put any kind of varnish, but just because these are supposed to be rubbing against your neck and maybe even against your clothes, I don't want to risk all that to rub off. So I'm going to put a layer or two of thin shellac varnish, and I will put a link to the tutorial in which I show you how to make your own shellac varnish. And yes, you put the shellac first before poking the holes, because you don't want the holes to be covered by the varnish. Then when you poke the holes, be very careful, because this is a very thin strip of clay and you want to go gradually. Just start with the smallest drill bit and then go to the size that your jumbo jump ring is. Then place the jumbo jump ring through the hole, and you can see I still needed one more size of, because you don't want to force the jump ring through that hole. You want to make sure that it has a little bit of give. Then you place the jump ring through the hole in the leaf and you attach it to the earring wire. Then take a small jump ring and put it through the chain so that the little snail would be just above the end of the leaf. And simply attach it to the large jump ring, not to the earring finding. And there you go, some beautiful faux copper and seashell earrings. Happy claying! And now let's get to the giveaway part, because I reached 1 million views, yay, and 11,000 subscribers, and it's my birthday. So that was a very nice birthday present for me. But what I have to say is that I wouldn't have been here without all of you. And because I want to give you a sign of my appreciation, I decided to do the biggest giveaway of this channel that has ever been on this channel. And that will be, and here I have to do a little bit of a distinction, because I do have subscribers from the US and I do have subscribers from all over the world. And because I cannot afford to ship such a large package overseas, I decided to do the giveaway with actually two prizes. And that is, for the US subscribers, the giveaway prize will be $100 worth of all kinds of materials and tools and stuff for claying. Yes, $100 value. And for the outside the US subscribers, it would be $100 value of my paid tutorials. Now, what do you have to do in order to be able to win this giveaway? It's very simple. Just you have to be a subscriber, you have to comment below, and you have to share this video and mention where you shared it, and if possible also post a link. Now the thing is that I'm going to ask you to do, so it would be much easier for me when I get around to do the drawing, will be to mention as the beginning of your comment, just put an O if you're outside the US, and put an I if you are inside the US. So it will be much easier for me when I do the drawing, because I will do the drawing live, and I will have two different little bowls from which I will pick up the ticket. One for people who are in the US and one for people who are outside the US. And of course you will have to contact me afterwards. If you are within the US, you'll have to give me your mailing address so I can send you the package. And if you are outside the US, you'll also have to contact me on my Facebook page, so you can choose whichever of the paid tutorials you want to pick, and I will send you the 100% value coupon so you can get them for free. So I will explain all this in the video description below, no worries. But anyway, once again, thank you so much for being my subscribers. I am nearing 2 years. It's not yet 2 years. It's gonna be on the 4th of May. May the 4th be with you. And I'll see you on Sunday with the live and with each and every other tutorial that I hope helps you grow as an artist. Thank you.